Okay, hang on just a second. Yep, yeah, there we go. Hey folks, Ron back here. We have just finished up the interview on the radio station there. So we are on our way back to be able to head on over to Harmon Park for the meet and greet here this afternoon. We have got an organization called Nebraska Against Government Overreach, which is at nago.group, if you're interested in checking them, is looking to get some Nebraskans to head on over to the park this afternoon. Be nice to be able to have some Pony Express letters, some better lower the curtain down there when I'm going into this stuff, huh? Oh, look at that. We actually have a barber. Oh, yeah. Barber shop. So, I love small towns.
It's a cute little town.
This is a great little town. Lots of people around. They actually have a red brick Main Street. Very cool. So, yeah, we'll get things going over here. Get the Nebraska Against Government Overreach group. Hopefully, we've got enough time that went into that to be able to get the message of the word out to people on their Facebook site and so on, to get people there to the park, to be able to do a meet and greet, and try and get some more people. When we get more people, understanding that that's what this whole thing's about, is about people, as we say over and over and over. That is the Gray Wolf broken record. So just get more people. I don't know. Tonight might be pizza night. Just saying, Casey's Pizza is pretty good. But we'll see. Since we're here, we might be able to do that this evening. I'm going to flip you guys around. There we go. It says to cross this way, push the button, but I don't see a button. Does it do all sides, I wonder? Yeah. Yeah, maybe they just turned the button, I guess. There we are. Cool. Especially when we walk against traffic, then we get to see the faces of the individuals. I like that. So, watch yourself, especially with those sandals. Don't want some.
Oh, God, no. I don't want to tear up a toe.
Yeah, don't tear up a toe. Best place for burritos, fresh produce. Cool. There we go. Very cool.
Thank you. Take your mask off. It's okay.
So it's going to be great being able to walk with more and more people. I really look forward to that. More and more people.
Thank you.
Thank you! Freedom!
Some of these just people that just show that little bit of support is so much of the reason I just keep going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I take my flag everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice!
Okay, classic Harley. Doesn't look like one. I think now they even make them to look like classics, don't they? The new ones.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Don't you wish you just said you were going to go across America?
Yeah. Thank you. He even gave us a salute, Dennis.
That's right. Well, I saluted him
Was
too.
that cool?
Yeah. I try to always give the truck drivers a salute.
Yep.
Nice military looking one too.
Yes. That was a nice, snappy salute.
It was.
It looks like it's heads up. It certainly is. It's a heads up quarter. Been run over a few thousand times probably, but if I can put it in my pocket. Sherry Beeman, call out. Man, thank you so much. We can use every bit of that. I appreciate you. I got to pull this up from bending over. There we go. I'm already in 36s after going from 38s, and belt's on its last rung.
I got to make a hole in my belt soon.
Yeah.
It has been a lifestyle change, no matter how you look at it.
That's true. Definitely true. Nice. This horn was a little weak, but still the sentiment is there.
That's right.
We just need to get the word out that it's not just the support. Non-physical support is not seen by the masses. It's not seen or acknowledged by mainstream media. Physical and audible support will be seen. Imagine for a minute, Dennis, if there was 1,000 people. What would this sidewalk look like with 1,000 people stacked on it?
We'd be lined up for about a mile.
Wouldn't it be something?
Yeah.
What would the people driving by think with 1,000 people stacked up?
Oh, the horns just be honking.
Right?
It's so beautiful to see people walking.
People with flags, handing out cards. That's what we need. Share, like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.
You know, I mean, I go to, when I was in town, I used to go to my city council meetings. And I was very disappointed because there was only like 3 of us. And that was at the heart of all this.
Uh-huh.
Imagine that every week that there's a city council meeting, 15, 20 people show up and they all get up and say something. Even if it doesn't do anything right then, 15, 20 people every single week getting up and saying something in their city council meetings.
Well, look at the school board meetings.
School board meetings.
Right.
But not enough people are standing up.
You know, in the school board meetings, to look at what yesterday, I believe it was, when Merrick Garland basically said that the parents are all domestic terrorists for speaking out. That's suppression and oppression, people. And we need to make them accountable for doing that to us.
So many people are still misinformed about things.
Yes, they are.
That young man I was talking to in the radio station, you know, he has something about the military and
23 years old, he gets it.
Well, I asked him. I said, he said he has one of his friends is in the Marine Corps, and he just became a warrant officer. Which, you know, kudos. That's the direction I wanted to go. That's to me, that's a badass position, warrant officer.
Right.
You got to earn that.
Yeah.
And,
well, that gives you the ability to fly the choppers too. When you can go through.
Cool too.
Yeah.
But I asked him. I said, well, I said he's still in. He said, yeah. I said, did they make him get vaccinated? He said, yeah. I said, that's where I started kind of questioning. I was like, well, I don't think they should have forced him to do that. And he said, well, you know, they did sign the contract and they have to obey orders and that type of thing. I said, but you know.
Well, that's why they're given dishonorable discharges, is because they're going against the contract that they signed when they raised their hand to go into service.
Right.
Doesn't make it right.
No. Well, the worst part about it is now I had to line up for some shots. I had to do some things I didn't want to do. But at least all the stuff that I did wasn't just some type of emergency authorization usage thing. It was something that had gone through all the proper channels of the FDA to make sure.
I mean, we all went down the line and we all got that pull your sleeve up, blop, 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 blop. You know, we all went through that.
Zap.
Yep.
But it wasn't emergency authorization use. But this young man, he didn't appear to me that he believed that it was still only emergency authorization use. Because they keep saying that it's FDA approved, which it is, but it's FDA approved for emergency
Okay, so the
use.
other flag that Dennis is carrying is actually a sovereignty flag, if you will. It's
civil peace flag.
Say it one more time.
It's the civil peace flag of the
The
United
civil
States.
peace flag of the United States.
It represents civilian authority over government authority.
Yes.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. That's correct.
True constitutional law. Law of the land.
Our sovereignty. It is the people's peace flag for the United States.
A lot of times I carry both of them because it's two different jurisdictions.
Yes.
And I want people to understand that there is more than one jurisdiction out there. It's not just as simple as we think it is, or that we were taught that it is.
Yep.
Now the downside, from what I understand about becoming a complete sovereign citizen, well, the upside is you're no longer an employee of the corporation, but the downside is you no longer have a say in the corporation in things like voting and so forth.
Right.
Like you can't vote for the president of Microsoft if you don't work under Microsoft as an employee.
Right. Well, we need to restore our Constitution. And there's a lot of individuals that have gotten other movements out there that they don't believe that there's anything wrong with what they're doing, or they consider our Constitution an illegal document. And, you know, we have to fight that day in and day out. I would rather say that we need to restore the constitutional values and freedoms by removing the tyrants that are inside that structure. And then applying law so that they can never get in there and abuse the Constitution and our founding fathers' documents in the way that they're doing it again. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. But from what I understand, that this is one of those things that you'd probably be able to help me out with. The Titles and Nobility Act.
Yeah.
They took it out of the Constitution, but that was based on any type of title such as barrister and so forth, which is a lawyer, it's not qualified to become a politician.
There was a lot of controversy because of the Civil War in what became the 13th Amendment.
Yes.
Of course, there was those who believed that there was already a 13th Amendment drafted that would have totally detached. I mean, when you look at lawyers, for instance, they have a bar, right? They're registered with the bar. Well, that entire structure is British in its concept. So there are those that believe that there was a lost 13th Amendment and that our 13th Amendment was overrode that one, and that what we have is truly not acceptable. But unfortunately, that particular document, that amendment, can't be found. And it was never ratified. So we have to,
Therefore, there's no weight.
There's no weight to it, correct. But not that we don't know about it, that you do have this entire legal system in the United States is contrived, it's conceived, and it's run, and it's running under what was a British-controlled entity. And so we need, it's something that needs to be addressed, but it's, in my opinion, it's on the back burner. We have a lot more pressing issues to work on.
There's just too much information. It makes it hard to focus.
Yes, that's correct. That's why I only have those 3 items on the website. Doesn't mean they're the only things we're fighting. Just means that those are the objectives. You know as well as I do, military strategy, you've got to have an objective. You can't go in with 50 million freaking objectives. You can't go in with even 50 objectives because you can't give focus to any one. So I choose what is hurting us the most at the moment. the bird in the hand versus the two in the bush. We know there's two birds in the bush over there, but we cannot grab them yet because we've got the one in the hand, and that's what we have to work with. That's our objective, that's our target, that's our focus. We need to make change to the platform being used and abused. And then we have to go after those that and investigate, hold accountable, expose and hold accountable those that have abused it.
Yeah. That seems almost impossible. At least it has seemed impossible. It seems like things might be moving along, though. The Durham case is on the 11th.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're on the nexus of something big coming.
Oh, I feel it.
If there's a heaviness in the air.
A lot of us feel it. Can't tell what it is. It's definitely out there.
Yes, it is.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
It's just all those things, just smoke to make us think that things are changing so that we don't form up like they've done in so many other countries recently.
Right.
They just keep you just appeased enough where we don't go out and take over everything.
Right.
Like a Sri Lankan pool party.
Yeah. Or Belarus.
Yes.
Yep.
What time is that group's possibly going to meet you in the park?
What's that?
You say you got a group coming to the park, you think?
We're hoping. There was the Nebraska's Against Government Overreach was going to put the word out. They're the same people that covered the bridges through here.
Okay.
So we're hoping that they're going to be showing up. It was short notice, so I'm never disappointed. Well, I can be disappointed, but even if one shows up, it's still a good thing.
Almost everybody's waiting.
Yep. But these guys.
This one?
Yeah. Check this out, guys. We're going to be over at Harmon Park later for a meet and greet if you're interested.
Somebody wanted me to give you one of these.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Mona. I've been bug tussled.
Turn around.
Yep. See?
You've just been bug tussled.
I've just been bug tussled.
She's something else.
Oh yeah.
And this place she's got down there, it's set up pretty nice. I mean, it is primitive camping if you're camping. Or RVing. There's no water hookups or electric hookups. But they'll have restrooms out there. And
Yeah, she was telling me this morning. She called me. She said that they were working on porta potties.
yeah. So that's what the $20 each is for.
Yes.
And it's just a one-time $20, not $20 a day.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool to be able to stay that many days for just $20.
Right.
Of course, like I said, it is kind of roughing it, but there are places you can go get showers and whatnot.
Right.
I'd never been to Branson before. It's actually absolutely gorgeous out there.
Yeah.
That's right, buddy.
On the bridge there was a POW MIA flag. Yeah, there was a POW MIA flag that was right above where we were walking. It was almost parallel to us, or in front of us, I should say. It's raining asphalt chunks. They're working on that roof above us. It is a gorgeous day for a walk.
Oh, it's beautiful. Not too hot. Nice cool breeze blowing.
Yeah. Far cry different from 92 degrees and no air.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's listening to that radio station and see that my interview. Listen to that.
Yeah, buddy. Big thumbs up.
Yep. Big thumbs up.
I'm glad I've got to spend a little bit of time walking with you.
Me too. Is this lady coming out to say hi to us?
She's probably just getting her mail.
That too. Come on now, it's wishful thinking.
Wave.
You gotta wave, yeah.
I'll tell you something else people can do that's really simple just to show support and be there.
Uh-huh.
Get some flags on your cars. Stop being afraid to have a flag on your vehicle.
Right?
I drove all across the country. I've only had 25 people flip me off. I haven't had anything stolen or vandalized. If I can do it, you should be able to do it in your own community.
Yep.
Show that there's more of us. And when I say more of us,
big wave at us, yeah.
I mean people coming together and showing a little Christian country. That's all.
Yep. After 9/11, almost every house had a flag.
Yeah. Now we're basically in World War III, essentially, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Guess that's a happy American.
Yes. That's a have a nice day.
I know when I was in New York, I met a really nice, amazing Patriot group up there. Stand Up New York, I think, is what they were called.
Uh-huh.
And it is interesting now in Ohio that there were Patriot groups, but they weren't Patriot groups like this one. And part of the reason their group was so strong is partially in proportion to how much restriction was put on them.
Right.
We're talking upstate New York, out in the country, in the nowhere, and they were literally they sent Antifa there to harass the community, to give people a hard time about waving flags or not wearing masks. So they stand up, and they would do flag waves 2 times a week. Three of them show up to these flag waves. It was awesome to be around. And but I asked them, I said, come, because they show up and 1 or 2 cars that have flags on them, they all show up unflagged. And it turns out they're legitimately feel scared to put a flag on their vehicle because they're concerned about retribution.
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Yep.
Well, at some point, you got to stop being afraid of cancel culture. Take a stand. Be willing to take a chance. I mean, it's a car. You have insurance. I hope nobody ever has to use it. But if everybody's flagged up, when one little douchebag walks through the town and he sees everybody flagged, that's right. They're going to be a little bit
right.
But if you leave that one guy out there feeling unsupported, that's the guy they're going to target. But if we're all show that we're willing to stand up and we're proud to be Americans, then it shows where the power is. And I think we're actually less likely to get assaulted because we've shown a reasonable amount of support.
Right. And that's important. When we can unite, we are the most powerful thing on earth. You may have a larger population in China than we have in the United States, but you don't have that level of patriotism because they're so oppressed.
Yes.
We're going to be like that if we don't stand up now. I mean, I won't. I'll probably wind up 6 foot under before I allow that to happen.
Yeah.
But
these other countries have already started experiencing it.
yes,
Canada, Australia, Germany, Italy,
Finland.
Finland.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of people don't realize how hard they were locked down and what they're being subjected to.
Well, look what Australia just passed a law. They can now go in, take people out of their homes forcibly, put them into a camp, and force vaccinate them.
Yeah. They were doing it last year anyways, but now it's legal to do so.
Yep.
Not lawful.
No, it's not lawful. They just made it legal for them. The people have to stand up by the millions. A Patriot parade of millions of people walking into DC, telling them, you work for us. And as of now, we are telling you, you're fired.
You're fired. It's there.
Oh, yeah. Sitting at almost 4 miles, about a couple tenths short of 4 miles today. But you can see the benefits. You can see the benefits of doing this. We just need to get them to join us.
Yeah. That's what I tell people all the time. I've been all across this country. Left to right, up to down, north to south, east to west, however you want to say it. And it just the amount of support is just amazing. Just getting them involved.
Yeah.
What's it going to take? You know, in Germany, they took a little bit away over here. These people, nobody said anything because it didn't affect them.
Right.
Then they started taking a little bit more. Well, it doesn't affect me, so I won't say nothing. And then by the time it affects you, all the other people that could have stood up with you have all been trampled.
Yep.
And now you're by yourself. If you just stood up together in the first place.
Yes.
That's right, thank you. all I could say is I want my country back.
Yes.
And my birthday was in March. I said the same thing I wanted for Christmas. I want my country back. To have entire savings. I lost my place to live. I basically don't even know where I'm going to go from when this is all over, and if this is ever going to be all over, if I'm going to wind up being those weirdos that lives in the woods.
I'll be right there with you, brother. We'll have to create our own community.
I'd much rather the rest of society just come on and join us.
Yep. Let's fight this. Let's get this done. Should be a button. Yep.
How many miles you normally walking?
18, 19 miles a day. And then I got the blisters and everything. And then I started thinking about well, we got to shut it down and walk less miles in order to keep from having other issues. And then I started thinking that walking areas where there's nobody there is fruitless.
Right.
You know, I'm not talking to the wildlife.
There's a cry of freedom sweeping around the world today. And here we have it all, life and liberty. Still we give the dream away. No more can we afford to stand around, set inside our ways. Wake up in the USA. Wake up in the USA. Help others when you can. Respect your fellow man. Can't you see the times are changing? When priorities are wrong, we've got to stand up strong and rearrange them. It's time that we wake up and see our freedom was never free. So wake up in the USA. You know what you need to do. Don't give up, you gotta push on through. Quit closing your eyes, pretending that you don't see. And if you think you'll just spectate, it's too late. We all live here together, from sea to shining sea. Now there's a cry of freedom sweeping around the USA. No one can take the sunlight or the breeze. No one can turn our blue skies gray. Now everybody join together with me as I pray. Wake up in the USA. Wake up. In the USA.